Hello and welcome to today's video on high altitude investing. Today is going to be how to know when to buy and sell. And the only way to do that is how to set up a plan for your trade. Now, I've kind of done something similar to this recently, and you can go ahead and watch that video too for some extra information. But this one's more specific as to me actually doing a trade and executing a plan. So this video comes with a free document that has the trade that I'm making in this video and why I did it. I just want to point out that I have a tip jar if you like what I'm doing. The download for that will be in the description for the document. Excuse me. And yeah, my name is Dallin Anderson, and let's get right into it. So this is for cryptocurrencies, by the way, too. If you are new to my channel, you can go ahead and subscribe. So let me switch over to my document here. Okay, let me make sure that works. Awesome. Now, first off, I'm gonna switch. No, I'm still in editing mode because I'm gonna be showing you guys a few things as I go here. Now, how do you know when to buy and sell? Basically, that's a big important question. It's hard to answer, and it's different for everybody in every market. So there isn't any, one shoe fits all type deal when you're doing this type of, when you're trading to make profit. You have to understand that everybody is different. We all think differently, and so we all have to plan differently. Now, what I do to know how to buy and sell is I make sure that I first have a plan for each trade. I set a time frame. So what I mean by a plan for each trade is something like this. This is like a, Google Docs. Like I said, this will be able to be in the download in the description. So you can go ahead and edit this or do whatever you'd like to it, a copied version of this, to modify it for you. It works for me, but disclaimer, I can't take any risk for your decisions in trading. Now, so you want to have a plan for every trade that you make. You want to set a time frame in that plan. Now, for this specific video, and I'll get into it in a second, I'll show you what time frame I'm using, but I'm planning for about a 1-week trade here on Bitcoin. I usually make 1-week moves on Bitcoin. Now, so I have, you have to make personal rules. And what I mean by that is you want to make sure that if you decide that you're going to do something a certain way, that's the way that you do it until the order and the trade is fulfilled from start to finish. So once you've bought and sold and made a profit or a loss, then you can adjust your rules. But until then, it's, that's what I do at least. It's not generally good to be adjusting your rules. Make your changes when you see what the problem is afterwards, and then keep making it consistently better. You want to be really familiar with the market. I've been trading Bitcoin the longest, and so that's why I'm using this one. I'll do a little update video too here in a week to see if my trade was right for you guys. You want to be consistent, like I was talking about. You want to stick to your plan, like I said, and consistently improve it. Make sure it works for you personally. Write down everything in a trading log. So, just if I were you, I would just copy and paste this over and start with, and make adjustments for you to it. This is just an example, a template. But for every trade, I would have a plan. Now, if you write down everything inside of a trading log, you're organized and you save all of your old plans, I recommend Google Docs. It's a pretty amazing free way to be keeping track of all of this. Then you can develop consistency and habits And that's the most important part about trading is good habits. It's the most important part about a lot of things, but specifically in trading, you'll find that good habits are necessary for profit. Now, here's my actual trading plan here. Well, not trading plan, my trade plan. So my plan for this specific trade. So basically, what it is I'm on the Poloniex market. I'm looking at the Bitstamp chart here on CryptoWatch, but there's not that much of a price difference. You know, candlesticks look pretty much the same. So Poloniex, Bitcoin. So I chose that as my market. Obviously, if you guys are doing this, you know, you choose whatever market you want to do, and then I put the date. I put a buy and a sell, so I'm going to buy Bitcoin at a certain target price and then sell it a week from now at a certain sell target price. Is it a margin trade? No, so there's no lending. And then the fee for the trade will only be this, and actually I have to put, you have to put X2 because it's actually 2 times the, it's going to be 2 times the fee because I have to make the trade twice. Now, my buy target price, I'm going to show you why I decide to make this buy target price, but basically in Bitcoin we had a resistance up here at about 1070, 1060, 1070 range. It fell off pretty hard when it hit it and came down to that 916 range. Now, I've seen the most in the past month. This is a month's time. This is very important. So I wanted about 4 weeks, right? So in this time frame, I have here to about here. Let me see here. 20th. Now let's make that a week. So that would be, so I'm counting my candlesticks here. What I'm doing is I'm making a vertical line at the where we are right now, today, the 20th. And then I'm coming over and I'm finding the date that it would be for 1 week's back in time. So if I go a week back, then it looks like we have February 13th right here. Now if I go a week back again, let's see, we have right here. Now if we do this one more time from the 4th over, what would that be? Let's see, from the 4th it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's make sure I got this one right. 1, 2, 3. I'm just counting the days. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. You just want to make sure you get this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now we do one more, and that looks like it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 29th. Now, as you can see, I have these vertical lines, and they are 1 month vertical lines, or 1 week vertical lines. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want data for about 4 weeks before I decide, because I chose the time frame of 1 week for this. You know, I'm gonna buy and then I'm going to sell in a week, And so the reason I did this is because I wanted to see what type of price movement in between that time, a week would tell me. So the first week we had a swing up, okay? So we had a swing up in week 1. And in week 2, we had another swing up in Bitcoin. Now, week 3 comes along, and we have a little bit of a retest. It came down, tested some support and resistance. And then now week 4 comes along, and we are back on the upswing. Now, this tells me that we have 2 areas that were showing that it had a lot of up support, one week that had down support, and then one final week that has up support again. So we're having the majority of up support right now. So you can statistically assume that because Bitcoin is kind of at a high price, looks like it's kind of hit a resistance level right here, and it's been trending up for a little while now, then we can expect it to come test more important support levels. And since I'm doing a 1-week trade, I only need to worry about a week from now. So let's count out our days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be February 27th. Gonna put a vertical line there. Now on February 27th, we sell, right? So what I'm going to do is I believe that within a week's period of time, so within this much period of time in the future, I believe Bitcoin will come to this price range right here, which is the $1,000 range. The reason is because it's been there quite a bit. There's a lot of volatility. You can see I pointed that out right there. And it's been trending up for a little while. It's kind of hit resistance, and that tells me that it probably wants to test support. And it wouldn't surprise me if it does it within a week's time, considering the volatility inside of Bitcoin. So I'm going to set a buy order at $1,000, and then I'm going to set a sell order back up to the point that I am at right now. So I think that Bitcoin within a week will come here, test $1,000, and then I can set sell orders all along up this area, depending on how much you want to risk on your sell. You can set sell orders all the way up, or you can just do one. Depends on what you want to do. But I'm just gonna do one, and I'm gonna do it in the middle, just because I feel like if it does come hit this support level, it will probably come up at least to this 50% range. So I feel pretty safe making this my sell area. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a circle at my sell. Oops. So there's a circle at my sell, and here's a circle at my buy. Now, obviously, it might not move exactly like this. It could go significantly lower, but I would still hit my buy spot, and I would still hopefully hit my sell spot. So let's see what will happen if... This is a 2-part video, by the way, also, because a week from now, when the trade is done, we'll see where I went with this. So I'm going to go over to Poloniex, since this is the market I'm using. I'm going to spend $10. So the position size is, let's go right here and put 10 USD. Okay. And again, this as 220 of 17. You want to make sure that you put that because the price movement. All right, now I click on this on Poloniex, so that gives me 10 down here in the total. At the price, I'm shooting for about $1,000. I want to give myself a little leeway, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to drop right to 1,000, okay, and since I have $10, I'm going to put, I'm going to just split it up into tenths. So I'm going to put $1 to buy at 1,000. 1,002, I'm going to put $1. 1,005, I'm going to put $1. I'm just going up in increments. You can choose whatever increments you want. This is just to ensure that I at least get in at a price, I at least hit the price on one or two of my things for sure. So I'm not going to be trading with all of the capital involved. Now I'm going to make this one a little bit more. We'll make this one 5, since I think it will at least, since it's a little bit higher, $1,007, it's a little bit higher. I think it will at least for sure hit that. And then we'll put, 2.6 at like 999. All right. So now I have my buy orders set with Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin comes to hit this range that I'm expecting it to, it will buy in, and my buy target was 1,000, roughly estimated in between those orders. My reason to buy was because of a resistance in the market. My time frame was 1 week. My profit loss, I'll put that when I actually get there. Stop loss isn't applicable until part 2 either, because once you have the funds, you can't set a stop loss. But we'll get into that in part 2. Once this order fills. So if Bitcoin hits 1,000, then we'll get into that in part 2. If it doesn't, I will make a video explaining that still. I'll just do a different trade. All right. Now, my sell target, I want my sell target to be at that 1036 range, okay? Because I feel like it has a pretty good chance of at least going back up to that area. So I'm going to put my sell, I need to put the US dollar sign here. My sell target is 1036 USD. Okay. And now I basically have my trade set up. Everything is ready. I just wait for Bitcoin to make a move. I wait for it to decide where it's going. And if indeed it does fulfill this order, then I will be making the video on how, this specific trade. If not, then I will set up a different trade in which I can explain the rest of these things, like the profit and the stop loss. But yeah, so I've got my trade in, and as you can see, once it fulfills the order, I'll be able to set a sell order, because obviously you can't sell your Bitcoin until you have any. So once I actually buy the Bitcoin at that price, then I can set my sell orders, and I will set it at my target price at 1036, because I feel like it will swing back up to that range because of the way it's been moving. Now, just a quick, run over again. You guys can obviously download this file. It's going to be free for everybody to download. At no cost to you guys. So, oops, come on down. There we go. Free for everybody to download, no cost to you guys. It's okay. How do I make it so this is a link? Yeah, I know. Sometimes I get a little distracted. Okay, there we go. Now, I have my donates right here. You can go ahead and download this. Link will be in the description. This is my Discord chat channel link, my Twitter and stuff. Now, the reason that I mentioned the Discord chat is because this is actually pretty cool. This is a little chat channel that I've created. We have quite a few members already, a lot of people talking. There's tons of people, talking about their technical analysis. It's really good, and it's good to see. You can see me, talk with me, ask me questions. Just download Discord, click on that link, either or, and you can go ahead and talk with me live on my chat channel. So yeah, I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a nice day, and as always, stay profitable.